On the second day and hours after the High Court rendered a blow to the NADCO report, Kalonzo Musyoka is not a settled man. The Wiper leader, who led the talks alongside Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah, now wants his fears allayed on possibility that the days they spent on formulating the report was not an exercise in futility. He now wants clarity on what is happening.
Sasa ni jukumu la wale ambao waliteua kamati ya NADCO. Aswa ndugu Raila Amolo Odinga na mwenzake Rais William Ruto. Wao wajitokeze, watoe mwelekeo bila kusita, kwa sababu tutaona kama walitutumia vibaya wasipofanya hivi.
The report's recommendations had been given a thumbs up by the two houses upon its official release, but a petitioner at the end of last week pulled a fast one on the NADCO team by petitioning Parliament over the report's contents, which seeks to audit the 2022 election results and servers. Petitioner and activist Michael Mushemi argued that the matter had been concluded by the Apex Court when it cleared William Ruto as the duly elected president. Mushemi avers that the NADCO report implementation will plunge the country into a constitutional crisis and appears as a direct challenge to the rule of law, with Lady Justice Chepkwony agreeing to issue conservatory orders, halting the process until the conclusion of the case. But Kalonzo is of the opinion that Mushemi is being used by agents within Kenya Kwanza government to scatter the process.
Mtu anajitokeza ameundwa properly, aelekee mahakama huko Kiambu, asimamishe report ya NADCO, na hali report yenyewe ni property ya bunge.
Kenyans still wanted to know exactly what happened. And that is why it was agreed by both sides that there should be an audit of that election, not to reverse the decision of the Supreme Court.
Clerics are also weighing in on the matter, alluding that the country risks plunging into crisis by revising the 2022 audit of polls.
It is not necessary to go back to opening those servers and auditing those elections, because it will only cause more woods and more broken relationships.
Any decision inatoka kwa koti, wewe kama Kenya, wewe kama kiongozi ni lazima utii mahakama.
The report has received a significant blow, and the conservatory orders are likely to have serious ramifications in the political arena. Kalonzo has been banking on the report to hand him the office of the opposition. The same office, however, cannot be created without a referendum, and whereas the report was as a result of a ceasefire between the opposition and the government side, its implementation has remained a tough nut to crack. The opposition side and the government have been reading from different scripts over the referendum question, with the government opposing it on grounds that the country will be politically charged. On the flip side, the opposition has maintained that the only way out is through a referendum to validate the projected constitutional amendments. Fears of the reports suffering the same fate as that of the Building Bridges initiative were at the beginning of the process raised, hence the move to anchor the NADCO through Parliament. The Joint Senate and National Assembly Justice and Legal Affairs Committee meetings set to put in motion an implementation modality has aborted twice, leaving room for guesses as to what was happening, only for the High Court to slam brakes on the process.
Nia yao ni kujaribu wakimbize mambo yao, iwe ni Kenya Kwanza peke yao, ambao watakaounda tume mpya ya IEBC. Hilo halikubaliki.
Azimio kwa principle and na Kenya leader Martha Karua, through a tweet on her social media platform, maintained her earlier claims that NADCO was solely meant to create positions for the political class. Eugene Wamalwa, a member of the committee, refused to append his signature on the document and says that the High Court decision is an affirmation of his actions. Azimio Chief Raila Odinga, who jetted into the country from Dubai on Thursday last week, is yet to comment on the latest development and will be keen not to rattle the Kenya Kwanza government that is sponsoring his African Union Commission chairmanship bid.
Very good summary.
Martin Opio, K24 TV, Nairobi.